And we're back here in the Attic Podcast Couch.
Attic Podcast Couch.
Dancast number 15.
Is it?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know the numbers either. But, yep, so we're back here discussing all our favorite television shows because it's easier to talk about television shows.
It is. And, one movie this week. One movie.
Oh, yeah. Kimball went and saw Baz Luhrmann's latest movie. I'm not going to call it masterpiece because...
You're not going to call it masterpiece?
No, I hate Baz Luhrmann.
Right.
I think he's a terrible director.
Are you going to see it? We should actually at least say what we're talking about. The Great Gatsby.
Yes. The Baz Luhrmann was enough giveaway. People
For
don't know
the layman
about it.
person, no, it wasn't.
All right, well, I'll tell you Baz Luhrmann's directorial movies. He did Romeo plus Juliet. He did Moulin Rouge, and he did Australia. So there you go. I don't like any of those movies.
You know?
Nope.
Not one of them?
Nope.
Not
especially Romeo plus Juliet.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
I like my Romeo and Juliet to be set in Venice or no, it's not Venice. Where is it? Verona. That's where it is.
Verona?
Yeah. Tybalt Mercutio, the prince hath expressly forbid this or something in Verona streets. I don't know. It's a line in it.
It's a line.
All right, so let's get ready. We're also going to talk Game of Thrones and Bates Motel.
All right, so let's just get right into the most important thing. I bought a tractor this week.
Yeah, a nice big red tractor too.
It's
right?
orange, goddamn it!
It looked
orange.
red. I'm sorry, I'm colorblind.
It's a 1942.
Ooh, wow.
Case tractor.
Vintage.
A VAC.
What's a VAC?
That's the model name.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
Is it?
No, not really.
Is it cool?
I don't know, unless I see like videos of you riding around on a tractor.
You're going to see videos of me riding around on it.
With a straw hat?
I threw out the straw hat.
Oh, God.
Yep. The one, actually, so last weekend we're like at Charlie's house and Danny pulled out some random shit in my car, which involved a straw hat, an old fucking suitcase, and apparently...
Beat up suitcase.
And there's a ring in it. And what Phil said to that, who was behind the camera, was it Marissa, was fucking hilarious.
That wasn't that funny.
That was hilarious.
Everybody loves Phil.
Everyone loves Phil.
Phil, as you know, has been
Not so
on
much.
our movie episodes, which are some of the best, I think.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to give me some movies that Phil gave you, but that is yet to happen still.
Yeah, I think I had the
You had
the
it?
flash
What happened
drive
to the flash
too.
drive?
I was gonna give it to you. It's still at home, but I think I brought it over here once.
You did? Yeah, but you haven't even watched them, did you?
No, but a lot of them are on Netflix now, though. Like what's the movie? The one where the guy calls the restaurant.
Oh yeah,
tells them how to do
I
stuff.
forget the one.
Yeah, I forget too. That's on Netflix.
All right, Netflix. That's where it's at. Go subscribe now.
Yep. All right, but let's get down to so why did you buy a tractor? One who is currently a roving vagrant living at nobody's house.
Well, I traded a toolbox for it.
Yeah.
And that was like the main payment.
So the toolbox was around $900, right?
Correct.
And then you traded it for a big, huge tractor that's currently sitting at your father's house.
I have no idea what that noise was.
That does not sound good. I think we're going to be invaded by aliens right now.
Yes, it's currently at my dad's house.
Yep. So why did you buy this tractor?
Why?
Yeah.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah, but want to know what else is awesome too?
What?
A bunch of comic book statues, but I don't go buying a bunch of them.
No. Clearly, like, this tractor is cooler.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I want to see you driving down the road in this tractor.
You do?
Until you do that, like a main road.
Yeah.
Then it'll be cool. You'll probably get arrested.
I probably would. Cool.
It's not street legal.
It's not. You know, you are correct.
All right.
That statement is not false.
All right. So we'll get updates on Kimball and his tractor.
Yes, you will.
Throughout the rest of the episodes.
Currently working on a buzzsaw blade for it. Kind of, moderately.
Now, what's a buzzsaw blade do on a tractor?
What a buzzsaw blade is the tractor has a side-mounted PTO, which runs a flat belt.
Parent-teacher organization?
No,
on the
Power
side?
Takeoff.
All right.
And what it was is all the old-timey shit ran off of wide leather belts.
Okay.
So this runs a wide leather belt that goes over to this 30 inches or so. I'm looking at a 56. I think that's going to be too big / scary to use.
Okay.
So it goes over to a 30-inch circular saw blade, which is ran by this leather belt.
Is that how they mow the lawn?
No, this is for like cutting wood.
Oh, why is a wood cutting thing on a tractor?
It's because whatever you use on a farm. Danny.
What do you mean?
Whatever you use on a farm, you can, the farmers have to cut wood for fences or burning.
So the tractor's multi-purpose?
Yeah. It's not just for
mowing the lawn.
Correct.
Okay. Well, maybe it will be helpful then. Who knows?
Correct.
Chopping wood.
Okay. Have you seen the?
Does it split wood?
Yeah. Have I shown you the log splitter?
No, it's on it. A log splitter's on the tractor.
You have to make it. It's ran off the tractor.
Oh.
So.
All right. Well, this is all very interesting, but it's not that interesting to me.
I know you don't care about my. I
don't like mechanical things.
Yeah, you just don't like my tractor.
I like aqueducts.
You like aqueducts?
Yeah. Yeah, but the people can't see it, so don't even show me.
I'll show them. I'll post a link of it. Hold on, I gotta find it first. I'm almost there.
All right. Well, speaking of things you did, want to know what else I did?
Sure.
I started reading Joe Hill's latest novel, which is NOS4A2, which is a license plate, and the license plate means Nosferatu, which is a German movie, the first vampire movie, Nosferatu, which is an old German movie, and also Nosferatu means vampire in German. So basically, it's about this guy who. Oh my God! Here's the tractor. Is this your tractor or this?
This is the splitter that I'm gonna run off my tractor.
This doesn't seem safe.
Right.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even have safety goggles on.
I'll show it on the camera because they'll see it.
I don't think they can see it.
Yeah, you can.
This is also an audio podcast. Most people don't.
Yeah,
listen on the camera.
Just look it up. Just type in YouTube Gearhead48 and you'll find it. The Wheel of Death.
Also, if you're listening on iTunes, go to youtube.com/addictpodcast and you can find a bunch of other videos and also our check it outs where we talk over video games, which are kind of cool.
Did you say all right?
youtube.com/addictpodcast.
Right, you said the right link.
Yep.
All right. You did good, Danny.
Yeah. All right. So I'm reading this book, Nosferatu, and it's about this basically this vehicle that sucks the souls out of kids and brings them. Bless you. I'm sorry.
The wind from that just blew up my shirt sleeve.
Yeah, it's
and he covered too.
Yeah. I got a lot of power behind my
nose. I got spit on my glasses now.
Yep, and that's gross.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a horror book. Joe Hill. Joe Hill is actually Stephen King's son, and so there you go. But
is he as talented as his father?
I would say more talented because I'm able to finish his books, unlike Stephen King. No offense to Stephen King.
Stephen King's book?
I don't know. I don't really like Stephen King's writing style too well. I don't know. It's too plain spoken.
That's odd that his son would be as good, if not better, than his father.
Yeah, it's not that odd.
You don't think that's odd?
No. His mother's a writer too.
Really?
Yeah, the whole family writes.
Well, this is just fucking
weird
then.
Yeah, I know. But so this guy has a car that sucks the souls out of kids, and then he brings the husks of these kids.
A car sucks the souls out of these kids?
Yeah, when they're in the back.
I don't know.
And then the guy uses their souls to live forever, basically. But he brings these kids who he thinks he's saving them, and he brings them to this place called Christmas Land, which is this realm within the imagination or whatever, where he keeps them. Yeah. So he thinks he's saving them.
Doesn't sound that interesting.
No. All right, and then there's this girl who has a bike, goes over this bridge and that travels between lost and found. So she uses that to find things.
It sounds a little stupid to me.
Well, the bike splits the reality, through the power of imagination and stuff. You can split the reality. It
still sounds stupid to me.
All right, well, fine. You obviously don't like metaphysics and stuff. So
I like metaphysics.
No, you don't. Do you like time travel?
Yeah, time travel. Back to the Future was awesome.
Yeah, there's not a lot of hard science in Back to the Future there.
Sure there is.
No, there's not.
You need 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah. Marty, come quick.
That is hard science at its best right there.
Yeah.
I like
the flux capacitor.
Yeah, flux capacitor.
Looper.
What's the other movie?
Looper?
Looper was good. I really liked Looper.
Yeah.
There was another one. It was.
Did you ever watch Lost?
Who's the guy that wrote the book The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells?
Yeah, that movie there.
Yeah, with Guy Pearce?
Yeah.
No, I don't like that movie.
You don't like it?
No.
I thought it was okay.
It's okay. I don't like it, though. I don't like it. It's not good.
I'm just saying. I'm a fan of time travel.
But I'm just saying, if you like horror and vampires and stuff and references to nerdy things, read Nosferatu. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, his comic book series, Lock and Key, is amazing.
Lock and Key?
Yeah. It's like, all right, here's my pitch on the Lock and Key.
I think
just
that
comparing
you
it
made
to
me
stuff.
read one of them.
No, I didn't. I told you it was good, though. But, all right, Lock and Key. If you combine Twilight Zone with Bates Motel with Lost, you get Lock and Key.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
How's
I'm
the art
saying,
in it?
Oh, it's actually, I'm surprised since it's not a Marvel or DC company did thing. I'm surprised how good the art is. It's IDW. It's the publisher, but it's the art's really nice on it. But the book's really good.
How long has it been out for?
About 5 years. It's just coming around to the ending right now. Like they're all 5-issue miniseries that just go together. So it's like 5.
So all the
trades
issues
out.
go together, or no?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. But each trade has a separate thing to it. Yeah, it's really good.
Interesting.
All right, so that's Danny's talking points on books to read.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tell us, Kimball, about The Great Gatsby, starring Leonardo DiCaprio,
Oh,
Carey
we're gonna jump
Mulligan,
right into
Tobey
The Great
Maguire, Joel
So-
Edgerton.
Isn't there a book of The Great Gatsby?
Yes,
Is this movie supposed to? I don't.
by F. Scott Fitzgerald is considered one of the greatest works of modern English literature.
I don't know anything about the book, to be honest, other than that it exists.
Yeah,
Is this supposed to be from the book?
yeah,
It is.
yep.
So I'm not. I wasn't a big fan of the movie.
The thing about Baz Luhrmann is known for taking modern music and then putting it into
I think that's stupid.
old settings. Yes, I agree.
I think it's stupid. I'm not saying you can't.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the jazz age, and it's supposed to be all jazzy music. But it's like Jay-Z and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's my problem with it. I'm not saying you can't like change the times of it a little bit. And I kept getting taken out of the movie because like they show like this grand party and there's these plastic floats in the pool, which I'm like, I don't think they had that then.
No, they might have. Rubber duckies might have showed up by then.
It's
so
rubber.
I could see
That's not plastic.
plastic and rubber. I don't know.
These things were clearly plastic. Like I've had that float in my pool.
Oh, like those plastic
Yeah.
things. Oh, okay.
Like
a
bed.
Like water
they
wings.
had like a whale.
Water wings.
No
thing.
wings, but like.
Yeah, but like that material.
Yeah. Yes.
All
that
right.
material.
They had a whale.
It was. They had zebras for whatever reason.
Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of anachronisms. is what you
Then
would
that
call
kept
those.
taking me out of the movie. The music also took me out of the movie.
Yeah.
Which I'm not against it being used in like the trailers and stuff. I feel that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not against it in trailers.
But
Are you?
no, I guess
And
not.
and I'm not against it. Like if they did it, this is takes place in the 30s. I think
20s, roaring
It was
20s.
It was the 20s, excuse me, you're right. The 20s. And I'm not against them like trying to more monetize the music, but like just having Jay-Z in it and these other rappers, whoever it was in there. I was like, no.
Yeah. How was the acting though?
It was good.
I heard Leo's really good.
Yeah,
at
of course he's good. He's just a good actor. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Tobey Maguire.
I've heard that from a lot of people. I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
people
don't, like,
dislike Tobey Maguire so much. I think he's a pretty good actor. He's done some good movies. Seabiscuit.
I have to say, I really like Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
He was good in Seabiscuit.
He's not the main guy in it
but
though.
he's in most of the movie.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, who's
Yeah.
the main guy in Seabiscuit?
Jeff Bridges, right? Isn't it? Is it Jeff Bridges? Whose
I don't
kid
know.
dies in that?
I'll look it up. Hold on.
Some kids die on the car. I don't know. The old guy in it. I don't know. Whatever. The horse is the main character. What do you?
The horse. Of course.
Have you ever? What about the Spider-Mans? Do you hate Tobey Maguire in the?
I got nothing against it, really. Like, I wasn't like.
You're not like, it's a new Tobey Maguire movie. I need to see it.
No, I was not like that.
Yeah. All right.
And I he was fine in it. I'm not.
Well, his character in the book is very much just like sort of the narrator to a degree.
He is, he does narrate the movie.
Yeah.
And stuff, and he's also in it and stuff like that. But like, I I feel like he didn't fit the role, I guess.
No.
And just the way he acts sometimes, just the way, like, he's very good in Seabiscuit, but this here, like, he got angry a couple times, and when he gets angry, he seems weird.
All right. No.
You know what I mean?
No, I haven't seen the movie, so
No, but like, like when someone like is fine normally, but when they have to play an extreme role, they can't.
I don't know. He kind of. I've seen him get mad in movies before.
Like what?
Never bothered me.
Spider-Man when his uncle died.
Yeah, I guess. I think he gets mad in the Side of House Rules, I think.
I don't know. I just don't think Tobey Maguire was very good for the movie.
Okay.
And a lot of it, like when they start off, it's like it's confusing, I guess.
Confusing in how it's set up, or how it's shot, or
how it's set up,
or is it the language they use confusing to you?
No, it's just the setup.
All right.
Because it starts off like with Tobey. Spoilers.
He's the neighbor to.
No, it doesn't start off that way.
Oh. How's it start off?
He starts off. He's in some big ass house, and he's like telling he says some doctor, but I'm assuming it's like a psychologist about like what's going on with him since like Gatsby died.
Oh.
So he's trying to like relive. He's explaining to what happened. The doctor's like, "Well, you should probably write this down." And so then he goes into like...
I can't remember if that's in the book at all. It doesn't start that way, I don't think. I don't remember.
But it starts going off into it, and then like... I think
and then Leo gets shot.
That happens way at the end.
I know.
But like, I think some of the...
I want you to watch the Robert Redford one and see what you think about that.
They did a Gatsby one?
Yeah.
I probably would like it. I like
Dude,
Robert
it's
Redford.
considered one of the greatest novels of American history.
Robert Redford I like a lot.
So. Yeah, I love Redford, yeah. He's going to be in the new Captain America movie, too.
Is he?
Yep.
As what?
A S.H.I.E.L.D. guy, like a guy in charge of
really?
S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm excited now.
Look forward to that, kids.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of which, big news, a lot of shows getting picked up everywhere on all the networks. A lot of shows getting canceled, but ABC finally announced that they picked up the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. So coming this fall to your TV sets is the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
The one with
the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with
Vic Mackey there?
No, with Phil Coulson. Vic Mackey's not in it.
Wasn't that his
Oh, yeah.
The S.H.I.E.L.D. on FX there?
Yeah, yes.
Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah, that was his name. Vic Mackey. Yep.
I don't like him.
You don't like Michael Chiklis, the actor?
No.
No, I disagree. He's awesome.
You like him?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's very pompous, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because like he did like the Boston Pops fireworks this past year. I'm like,
did he?
I just want to punch him in his bald head.
Oh, I've only seen him act, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's good on the Shield. Of what I've seen on the Shield.
Yeah, I watched like one season.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So
I've watched the first 5 episodes. Back to Gatsby though.
So I saw it in 3D and I sat pretty down.
It seems like it was built for 3D though.
It was the 3D. They used 3D. I can say that.
All right, they actually used it.
They used it, so I can say that is a benefit. But part of it, like,
I just don't like 3D.
I don't like it either.
All right.
And I feel like the 3D effects took me out of the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not immersive. They take you out.
Well, there's this one scene like when he first meets the woman there. I forget her name.
Carey Mulligan's character.
Yeah,
Daisy Buchanan.
Daisy. Yeah, when he first meets her, he opens up a door and they go in because they're all fucking unbelievably rich. They're in this.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're in this room and all the doors are open and the curtains are blowing. All these white curtains are blowing up into the camera.
Yeah.
So that shit's all flying at your face.
Okay.
And
I can see why that could be sort of distracting.
It was because I'm like, is it really supposed to be this distracting? Like I can't actually physically see her. Is this supposed to happen, or is it just like we're gonna do this because it's in 3D?
Okay.
And I feel like and there's like 3D lens flares that were happening from time to time.
I think I might have to see Star Trek. Is Star Trek in 3D?
I'm sure it probably is. Why you just want to see the
3D lens flares? Yeah, that's where I'm going.
I don't know if it's like I don't know what you call it. It looks like it has like the rainbow effect of a lens flare.
but it's also in 3D.
Yeah, that was very much. But they're like not as wide as a regular lens flare.
Yeah,
weird. Like, a lens flare like takes up a lot of space. These were like small.
Not always.
I don't know. It was weird. They did it a lot though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was like.
What about the story? Apart from the technical aspects, which you didn't like, was the story good or?
I didn't like. I like halfway through the movie, or because it seemed long. I don't know how long it was.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'll look real quick. Whatever. It seemed long. I think it was over 2 hours.
Okay.
And
well, just the fact that it felt long is a bad thing in and of itself, no matter how long it is.
And then like for like the first hour, probably less than that, probably 40 minutes. I'm like, I don't like this, and then I started towards the end.
All right. Do you like the characters? Do you like Jay Gaps?
No, because like the way they present Jay Gaps in the previews is not really how he plays out in the movie.
All right.
Because I feel like I thought you would be seeing him do more of these epic things that he supposedly have done.
What like when they talk about like how he made his money?
Yeah, like you know, doing the car racing, which you do see him fly around and stuff in the car.
There's no car racing though.
In the previews?
Yeah, I
they
thought
show
that
him
was
driving real fast in the car.
Yeah, well, that's because someone gets hit by a car.
Someone does get hit by the car.
Yeah, I've read The Great Gatsby, so that's why I know these things. Yeah, you didn't have to read in high school?
No, never. No. So like
Fitzgerald's a great writer.
So I thought there'd be more car racing, obviously.
Yeah, but the cars look weird though in it. It's very like CGI looking though.
No, those are I think were replicas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because when they show them they're going over the Brooklyn Bridge and stuff, and there's like people standing on cars.
I think it looks weird for you because the car is actually real going against the green screen.
Oh, all right. That's
everything else is not real, but the car is.
All right. That's
I'm pretty sure because like after there's a lot of close-up scenes of the car, and I just don't think. It just looks real. I think it's a replica of Duesenberg.
All right.
Because there's no way in hell it's a real one.
Probably not, and they probably wouldn't use them.
No,
in a car accident. How real Isn't there a car accident, right?
Yeah, how real they, how rare they are. I don't think they would.
Oh, speaking of which, in the Nosferatu book, though, the guy's driving a Rolls Royce Wraith. How about that? Yeah.
Nice. Ain't no doozy though. Oops, sorry.
Oh no. $20 in my pocket.
I think it's Jimmy Taylor. You want me to answer it?
No, we're on the podcast, sir. We're getting phone calls on the podcast. Listen up, you're on the air. I'm Larry King. Larry King.
Live.
Coming in. So
like, story-wise, like, I didn't like it at the beginning because it was confusing and like, the way they just really kind of throw you into it by, like, the whole doctor scene. You're like, why is he seeing the psychologist? Like, what's going on here? The whole curtain scene, like, trying to get his family was, like, fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, like, halfway through, like, basically once you find out it's a love story...
Love.
You're like, all right.
I wouldn't really say it's a love story.
Well,
really.
why wouldn't you say that?
Because, it's about people who are in love, but they can't be together because of society.
So it's basically a fucking traditional love story.
I guess so, but there's no happy ending, really.
No. Well, no. Other than that,
and the love story doesn't, in the book at least, it didn't really stir me. It didn't really it wasn't emotional. It wasn't.
This movie made that the whole point of the movie.
Oh yeah, well yeah, the point of the book is a lot to do with the love story aspect.
So yeah, but what do you mean?
It's also about the excess of the Roaring '20s and stuff.
No, this movie, like you see it and stuff, but it really doesn't hit on it.
There's a lot of phoniness. I thought phoniness, right? About people being phonies and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, because Daisy's husband's a fucking cheating motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. How is I like the actor who plays
he's very good. He's very
Tom Buchanan, right? That's his name.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a good actor, Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, he's very good.
All right. So and Leo's good, you said. What about Carey Mulligan?
She's good.
Daisy, she's good.
Yep.
I like her in most movies.
The only one I just didn't like was Toby, that much.
Well, at least the acting was good, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's just, everyone else.
He's there.
Yeah.
Toby's there, right?
Yeah. I mean,
does he ruin it?
Yeah.
Oh.
In my opinion, he does.
Oh. Poor Toby.
Yeah.
Attic podcast scale, though. Where are we throwing it down?
I'm going to give it a 4.
All right. That seems about right for how you described it.
Yeah.
Like, initially you didn't like it, then you sort of liked it a bit, but you still had major problems with it.
Yeah. Maybe I'm going to go 4.
All right.
I could say a 3.5.
Okay. 3. Go with 3.5 then.
You think? Nah, I'm going to go 4.
Okay. All right. Well, that's disappointing then, even though I didn't have high hopes for it.
No.
But
it did pretty big. I got a 46 on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's not very good.
No. So.
Baz Luhrmann movies.
However, Kristen really, 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 really liked it.
So you went with a bunch of people. Did that? What was the thought walking out of the theater? Was
I think consensus was they
enjoyed it.
3 of them enjoyed it. One of them didn't like it
at all. Just
probably on the medium level. Like
right. Yeah, I feel like women like Baz Luhrmann movies though.
Why?
Because I don't know, like Moulin Rouge, girls like that a lot. And like
that's true. Yeah.
Romeo plus Juliet. I don't know what people think about that.
Yeah.
People like that. I don't know why they like it.
You don't know?
Claire Danes.
You're not one of those people?
No, not really. They got a new Romeo and Juliet movie coming out too.
Are you excited for it?
No, not really.
You think you're done with Romeo?
Paul Giamatti's in it though.
God, really?
He's the monk who gives them the poison. Yeah.
That could be good, I guess.
Yeah. Did you see the Ender's Game trailer before this at all with Harrison Ford?
Actually, we got late. Well, I literally walked in and the movie was just beginning.
Oh, all right.
So, because like we got like Kristen and her friends were hanging out all day there, pretty much, and she's like, "Oh, we're gonna see a 9:20 movie." She wanted me to be there at 8 to do a couple hotel bar.
Oh.
Drinks.
So a little people were tipsy in this movie.
Some people.
Maybe that's why they enjoyed it more. Maybe.
No, I don't think anyone was tipsy. Maybe one of them was because like she had a lot to drink. That's why she's peeing. So.
So she had to keep leaving.
No, she just left at the beginning and like just she like she went to the bathroom before we went in there, and then she went like right before the movie started again.
Oh.
But she was fine after that.
All right.
But so I ended up getting there late. So I got there. We sat down. We sat in that little restaurant they have in the restaurant in the movie theater there.
Yep.
Studio 3. Yeah.
Yep.
And we ordered beers, but they took forever. By the time they came, I had to like pound it and go get in there.
All right.
Like half the people left and saved us seats.
Oh.
So, which was probably for the best because we sat like the very bottom row.
Oh, that's must be terrible for 3D too.
I thought it was going to be really bad, and it honestly, other than being way off to the right.
Oh, that's bad too.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Other than being way off to the right, I would see another movie from that seat.
All right.
The only reason I enjoyed it is because literally your whole peripheral is just the screen, because it was a Lux theater, so it was very big.
Yeah.
And you're so down low, you can't hear the dishes, and you're down low where it's the loudest.
Yeah, tell me about the dishes. God.
Tell me. So it was I would see another movie from there.
All right.
That's cool. I would.
All right.
But preferably not 3D.
Yep, I can understand that.
However, if it's like a Judge Dredd 3D being that close, you'd be like, "Whoa, I might have to take these off."
I might like be bloody right now.
The motion from that movie could like fuck me up, maybe.
Yeah, that movie's so good though. I watched that again on my Blu-ray.
You did?
Yeah.
You bought it?
Yeah.
How is it again on Blu-ray?
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it lacking without the 3D effects?
No, it's still pretty awesome.
You still good?
The Blu-ray looks nice though.
I'm sure it does. Yeah,
it's real nice looking.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's The Great Gatsby. See it.
Are you gonna see it like when it comes out?
No.
You gonna Netflix it up?
No, I won't get it from Netflix. I still haven't watched one of my Netflix movies yet, so
No.
I've had the same one for a while. If it's on InstaWatch, I might watch it. I might see it later this week, but I still haven't even seen like G.I. Joe, or I missed what was the other movie I wanted to see? Oh, I haven't seen Oblivion yet. I don't know if I'm gonna see that either.
Is that out?
Yeah.
That's out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was out.
Yep.
Oh.
It's been out a little bit.
Oh.
But yeah, so I'm a little behind.
Are you gonna see Oblivion? Do you want to?
Yeah.
You're against it for whatever reason?
No, I haven't heard great things, and I don't know. You can only take so much of Tom Cruise.
There's a lot of Tom Cruise
by himself. Yeah, because he's by himself. I mean, and robots, and there's a twist, probably a Matrixy twist, like the robots are enslaving us or something. I don't know. But
they used the sun as power, so we destroyed it.
Yeah, exactly. Take the red pill, take the blue pill.
What pill would you take?
We'll see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Speaking of Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right.
He's in the new Superman movie.
We're not talking about Hannibal. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm so far behind on Hannibal.
Like, what's so far? 3 episodes? What?
I've watched the first 2 episodes.
That's it. You're far. You're far behind. What are you doing with your life? I like you go around preaching like, yes, Hannibal's like my favorite horror show on TV right now.
I like Bates Motel. I'm caught up on Bates.
Yeah, but you still said Hannibal and then Bates.
That's because Hannibal is better from the first 2 episodes. I'll say Hannibal's better.
You know, I don't know. Some episodes like
it's 10 o'clock on a Thursday.
I know
right?
it's rough. It's rough. But like this last week episode, I'm like a couple of scenes like, what just happened there?
What, violence wise?
No,
or just what they're talking about.
Plot wise.
Oh, all right.
It's a little bit confusing.
I sometimes have trouble hearing what Maid Mikkelsen's saying as Hannibal Lecter.
Yes, it is difficult to.
I kind of want to like
comprehend what he's saying.
I can't put it up loud enough to really understand what he's saying.
I need subtitles. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that.
Can you do it? How do you do it?
Yeah, you put you
would just mute the TV.
No, like the SAP thing.
SAP.
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
But so how is Hannibal? Don't say anything about plot, but are you still enjoying it?
Yes, I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah.
Actually, can I just do one small spoiler?
I guess so.
So Hannibal's getting a little upset about some murders he did, and he's not getting credit for it.
Ah, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So that was kind of.
They're giving him to another murderer.
Yes. Yes, and it's very subtle, but like.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
That's cool.
Yes.
Well, we all know Hannibal's a serial killer, so.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we?
Unless
I have to say, his fucking room where he does his patients is like gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love like what if you go to the therapist and it looks like that, I'm like, I'm just coming here to check out this room.
Yeah, I'd be kind of like, what am I paying you? How much do you get paid, bro?
Yeah.
Looks like a house. It looks like a private library and stuff.
It looks like a private library. I'm a big fan of the books in the ladder, the rolling ladder.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Did they have that in Gatsby?
Yes, there is a scene in the library.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a lot of drinks in there though. That scene.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like every book had like a drink on it, a martini.
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 2 olives.
I do love how Hannibal is shot. Like it's really gorgeously shot.
Yeah, but other than the fact that it's difficult to understand Hannibal sometimes, and the guy I can't think, what's the one who does the flashbacks?
Oh, you mean Will Graham?
Yeah, Will Graham. He speaks softly sometimes.
Yeah,
and that's just difficult to hear. And I think I'm hard of hearing as it is, because like when I watch TV at her house, like I get it up to like 60.
Oh, probably. You might be. My problem is a lot of times on TV, it's not mixed well. Like
no, some of the volume level's not level.
Yeah, the
some parts
the dialogue is really quiet, and then the music comes up really loud.
Yeah.
Or like the sound effects are sounding loud. Yeah.
No, I think that's true, and I think I am like this past weekend I was working on a car and I'm like using an air hammer. I'm like, my ears hurt. I really should probably get some hearing protection.
Yeah, that might be why you have your TV
contributing
loud.
to it.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. But speaking of our other horror shows that I am caught up on, Bates Motel. Most recent episode about I think
that's 10 o'clock too, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
We have no problem with Bates. Monday at 10, fine. Thursday at 10?
No, I did watch this one on demand, though. Before I had the following to lead into Bates. Yeah. So that was easy.
That's pretty good. That's not a bad setup.
Yeah, that's a very dark night, though.
Just a quick touch on following.
I've seen the ending, yep.
Are you gonna watch next season?
I'll watch the first episode, see what they're planning. And
so you still digging it?
Yeah, it's sort of predictable, but it's also it's got a cliffhanger where you have to watch the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just think the following, what it has for it is the what's the main cult guy there name?
Yeah, I forget the character's name.
Yeah, well, he's just so interesting. I feel like
I don't want to say anything. Why? But hey,
oh no, what happens? Does he get caught? Does he die?
Stuff happens. I don't know. We'll find out.
No, tell me. Does
Watch
he die?
the episode.
No, tell me. Does he die?
More than likely, yes. They don't show it on screen, but there's
he like gets shot
heavily hinted that he is dead. Like heavily shown that he's dead.
Really?
Like there's a building on fire. He catches on fire. It explodes, and then later on in the episode, they're like, "We found his dental records. He's most likely dead." like they've got charred remains and like
maybe he's just like
dental-
seriously deformed.
It could be. He could come back. We could get like a Darth Maul coming back, like
Two-Face.
No, probably not Two. He's
Well,
more. He'd be more deformed than Two-Face. I'm telling you right now. He'd be completely. He'd look like Kevin Spacey in Pay It Forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen Pay It Forward?
No.
Nah, it's okay.
He looks like the burn character from Bradley's father from Bates
Yeah.
Motel.
Yes.
Just like that.
Close to that.
All right.
All right, but hey, let's get down to Bates Motel though.
Bates.
I'm really enjoying this.
Taxidermy happened in this episode.
Yep. So
How do you feel about that?
I feel like that's a
Creepy profession.
Yeah, that's creepy, but could be good for Norman, but it will most likely be bad. Eventually, it will end up being bad.
I think he's gonna learn some trade things about that could come up again.
Yeah, definitely involving dead people, maybe.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, but on this episode, we get the episode before, Norman met a dog under his porch, and then it died. So then they brought it to the taxidermist, his friend. What is his friend's name?
Oh, I don't know.
Like we know Bradley's the one he slept with, and
Yeah.
now Bradley's upset because the whole school knows that she slept with Norman once, so it's awkward for them. And Norman was very annoyed about it. He was very upset about it, and he walked out of school. And then the
Emma?
teacher, Emma, that's her name. Yep. They have a really touching scene where they're talking about why Emma told these girls that Norman slept with this girl Bradley, and she was just talking about like they were talking bad about him, so she wanted to defend Norman to a degree, and he was saying how she likes him, but she also likes him as a friend, and she doesn't want to lose that. So it's real touching.
Norman's stuck in the friend zone, as they say it.
Yeah,
basically
with Bradley, he's in the friend zone.
He has no shot again with that.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Not for that yoga pants wearing.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That yoga pants scene.
Yeah, she's kind of a young person though, so yeah. So she was in.
I didn't say nothing.
She was in the last Airbender movie.
She was.
Yeah, she played Katara. Who you know from the Legend of Korra series.
Yes.
The old lady.
Yes.
Speaking of which, that's coming back. This I think July is when they announced it was coming back. I think.
Oh really?
So season 2. Be
come.
prepared. Legend of Korra, Book 2, Spirits.
Are you excited for it?
Oh yeah, super excited.
Really?
Yep. Once I get the Blu-ray of Legend of Korra season 1, go watch that with the commentary tracks.
I love how
It's gonna be
anytime you
awesome.
search like a celeb's name in Google, the next one it says feet
Why didn't you do IMDb?
because it didn't give her age there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really?
She's 18. She's fine.
All right, we're good.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
Yep. I really think Freddie Highmore is really good in this show, though. Like showing
That's the brother?
No, the Norman character.
Yeah, I agree. He is very good.
Yeah, he's good at being.
He's creepy.
He's creepy, and then he's also, he's sort of sweet. You're like, I
At
like
times,
your kid.
he is. The death of the dog was nice.
Yeah, and then other times he'll just sort of like be unnerving and sort of freak you out, which I think he does a good balance. But the character I do like you were saying, his brother Dylan, he's real interesting in this show, especially that he's working for this weed growing guy. Yeah, like in this episode, he goes to pick up some cutters or something. I forget. Some guys to
cut down the weed, basically.
Yeah, to harvest the weed.
Harvesters?
Yeah.
Was it
I don't think it's harvesters.
I don't know.
But there's a term for it.
What did you think of that? Like, he kicked one guy out of the van.
Yeah, I feel like probably not the best idea to pull out a gun on the side of the road and be like, get out of the car.
You think that's going to have some backlash with the boss?
There's a possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
It could get some backlash, but I don't know. Because the other guy told him to do it initially. He's like, this guy's bad news. We shouldn't keep him here. And then, like, he's causing trouble in the car, being like...
Do you think he threw him out just to kind of get back on the other guy's good,
No, I think he threw him out because he knew bad things might happen if he still stuck around.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy's a troublemaker, obviously.
He's got attitude issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so Dylan goes down to pick up these dudes, and he's just in the car. He gets in a fight with the the other guy he's working with.
Yeah.
Because the other guy he was working with died, so now he's with this other partner who's been working for this weed growing town for like 20 years and stuff. And he actually let some good information fly here. He's like, yeah, you don't leave this job.
Yeah.
You can't leave unless you get fired.
I feel like
you don't want to get
Dylan's gonna
fired.
try to leave at some point.
Yeah, and bad things will happen.
I'm sure.
Yep. But we also get into how murky the town is. The fact that Norma found out a highway is being built near there, so like people will be bypassing her motel. So she goes to the sheriff and is like, "Hey, sheriff, you know how we each helped each other out there with Deputy Shelby, like when he was involved in that and died, and then." The sheriff doesn't take kindly to that sort of veiled threat.
She's basically threatening him.
Yeah, it's a veiled threat.
Yeah.
And he lays it out there like, you don't want to mess with me. You don't know who I am.
Yeah, yeah.
You really don't know what's going on in this town.
You really don't. He's like, he seemed at first as a straight up guy, but after the Shelby thing, you find out, all right, he's clearly not a straight up guy. So you really don't know what. And
also, he was friends with Summers. Was it Heath Summers?
Yeah.
Keith Summers, wasn't it?
Yeah, Keith.
Who was trafficking in sex slavery. So maybe the sheriff knew about this going on. Like it's a really creepy town. It's very like they actually had a panel where Carlton Cuse was on it, and he's one of the co-executive producers on it, along with one of the writers on Friday Night Lights. And Carlton Cuse worked on Lost, but he was on. He's like, we pretty much ripped off Twin Peaks and just like the weird creepiness of the town. So that's a heavy.
Did you ever watch Twin Peaks?
No, that was on early 90s, but that's like David Lynch. I've seen other David Lynch movies, so I know like just the creepy weirdness that David Lynch is. It's just weird looking stuff. That's actually on Netflix, or at least it was, Twin Peaks.
Do you think I think they'll stop the highway somehow?
I have a feeling that some way Norma might get involved in like these bad going ons in this town, especially with the creepy guy who's staying there now too.
Yeah,
who's like wants something from her, right?
Some type of information.
Yeah, or no, it was that book that Norman found. Like, well,
it's heavily implied that it's the book, but it's not really.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what he wants to
say that it's the book that was under the carpet, but it's just he's in room 9 where he found it. It's just heavily implied that that's what it is.
Yeah. Now I hope they don't just dispatch him by killing him, though. I hope that they go in a different direction, because with Keith Summers and Shelby, like they just died, and that sort of ended their storylines. But like I don't want the same thing to happen with this third weird guy that's showing up. Like I don't want it just to be, oh, he's dead, let's move on to someone else and get more into this weird sex trafficking thing, because I think he must have been involved in that, right?
I mean, all signs point to it, but once again, it's like more just speculation.
It's very cryptic.
Yeah. I mean, there was didn't it end with him, like, Norma followed him? Yeah. And then it ended the two of them like, what are you doing here? Is that how it ended, isn't it? No, that happened. She walked away, and then it ended with I forget where the episode ended. Norma also took Norman to a psychologist too. That happened. That I don't know. Yeah. I think it ended with Dylan. Dylan brought the weed guys there to stay at the hotel. Yeah, yes, you're right. I think that's how it ended. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, thank you." Mm-hmm. What did you think about the scene with him and the psychologist? Yeah. And Norman there too. I thought that was really great. That showed like how crazy and controlling his mom is, because like she's like answering all the questions. Yeah, like, and you could just see the psychologist just looking at him, like, we're here for Norman, and then like he asks Norman to stay afterwards, and Norman's outside, and he's just like, he's like pretty much diagnosing her problems right there, and she's like, you don't know me, I've got no problems, everything's in control. Like she's literally like freaking out and showing exactly the reasons why the psychologist was like, maybe we should have sessions. Do you think that'll happen? You think we'll get more psychologist sessions? I hope we'll get more with Norman, because I'd like to get into what exactly Norman's issues are, like where he like just like. Well, see, I don't think it's like, it seems like to me it feels like a split personality. Yeah, almost. So I don't know if he knows about the other side yet.
Well, he doesn't because he killed his father and he had no idea about it.
Yeah, and he killed what's his name?
Oh yeah, well he didn't kill Shelby. He
Not Shelby, the other guy.
he beat Shelby up.
Not Shelby.
And then like Dylan shot him.
No, I'm not talking about Shelby. The one that tried to rape his mother. There, what was his name?
Summers.
Yeah, Summers.
He didn't kill Summers.
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, Norma did. Norma stabbed him.
Was it Norma?
Yeah. Norman showed up and like pushed him off and knocked him out.
Oh yeah.
And then he handcuffed him to the chair and then Norma stabbed him.
Yeah.
So like Norma is maybe equally as crazy as Norman.
Yeah, but see, hers doesn't feel like a split personality.
No, hers is like just like manicness.
Yeah, I think she's fully aware of what she's doing.
Yeah, well, she sort of just like freaks out.
She does freak out.
She doesn't handle situations well.
No, I mean this episode here,
and she's very controlling of Norman.
Yeah,
like just by the psychologist thing, and then she goes to talk to the taxidermist father guy.
What'd you think of that conversation? I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, she was like trying to be like, taxidermy's weird.
Yeah, so I don't want my son telling people that he's doing taxidermy
because he's already murdered somebody and didn't know he did it.
He's weird enough.
He kept a belt from my rapist attacker too, so he's kind of weird.
He's got idols in his closet.
He worships Vishnu. No, Vishnu's
he's got a lock of Bradley's hair.
Does he?
No, I don't know.
Hey, I think he might. I don't know.
He could. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he keeps weird mementos of things. So yeah,
every time like you see that in like a movie where someone like gets like a lock of hair, it just brings me back to Hey Arnold.
Oh yeah, with Helga and like the worst thing about Helga, she's got like the lock of hair and then she's got like used gum Arnold statue.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that was cartoons back in the day. You could get that creepy.
That shit was good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Hey Arnold.
Tom and Jerry this morning.
Oh, new Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not as good.
It's not as good, but it's a good they do good by the series, I feel.
Yeah, a good remake.
Yeah.
It's a lot different than that.
I watched Kristen was sick and she was watching a remake of Scooby-Doo, which is not
Scooby-Doo was never that good though.
I enjoyed it.
I'm going out on a limb. I don't think Scooby-Doo was it wasn't very good.
Why didn't you like it?
Because it was boring. The animation was kind of terrible too. Like the Jetsons animation isn't great, but I like the Jetsons.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And even the Flintstones animation was terrible, but it was still an enjoyable show to watch.
Flintstones is really good. I'm not going to dispute the how good Flintstones was, but like Scooby-Doo, the old ones the new show did not pay good homage.
Yeah. I feel like you could easily make a good new Scooby-Doo too. Like the concept is easy.
It is an easy concept, and they
got a
tried.
Mystery Mobile, you drive around.
They tried. I just wasn't like.
Yeah.
Digging it. Granted, this was a Scooby-Doo movie, cartoon movie.
Okay.
So maybe that took away from it because like some of the sidelines of like they were going out on dates and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, what is going on here?
Who's going on dates?
What's her name? The one with the nerdy one with the glasses.
Oh, Velma.
So Scooby had no dates, unfortunately.
No Scrappy showing up and be like, "Hey, Scoobs."
Yeah, no Scrappy showed up.
Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. All right. But Bates Motel, I'm really liking it. Getting into the psychology of like.
And they're definitely gonna renew it, right? Because it's killing for A&E.
Yeah, it already got renewed. Yep, it already did get renewed.
Is that the highest rated show on A&E?
No, Duck Dynasty is, sir.
It is?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching more and more Duck Dynasty.
You're kind of terrible.
Why?
Because that sounds awful. Just the previews they show for that show, I'm just like, ugh.
It's pretty funny.
Terrible.
It's pretty funny sometimes. So I was like, I was curious. I'm like, well, like, how much do these bird collars cost? So I looked them up online. $425.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, clearly.
What about the regular ones? They're just like, wah.
I don't know. They didn't have any regular ones on the website.
Too bad.
And then they saw like these weird cooler things that put the duck in afterwards.
Yeah.
Which is also $450.
Is it Duck Dynasty branded?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why it's so expensive too.
Yeah.
All
Actually, it was Duck Dynasty and the actual manufacturer branded. So it was crazy. Branded. It's where it's all at.
Branding, like this lovely attic podcast couch that is now branded. Yep. Attic
from
podcast.
this point on. So, you want to hit on Game of Thrones briefly for the last 10 minutes?
Yeah. All right. So what do you think about Game of Thrones
today?
All right. So you saw, what's the name of the episodes? I forget. Something. What was the last one? I remember the name. It's something. Oh, it's like Top of the World or something. I don't know. It's got a great shot when they reach the top of the wall.
Yes.
John and the rest of the wildlings. Like that shot was great. So what are you thinking about the show right now? Are you really confused with Theon right now?
A little bit. Like I don't understand. Like, yes, I am. I guess. Like, why are they continuing to torture him for like whatever reason?
Yeah. What do you think when they're playing the word game and the guy
climb.
was? Yeah. Oh, that's the name of it. Yeah. And the one before was the ladder, right?
Kissing the fire by fire.
Oh, Kiss by Fire. Yeah. Oh yeah, because this last one has the soliloquy that well, it's not really a soliloquy, but Littlefinger's talking to Varys about the how chaos is not bad. It's just a ladder that he climbs that brings you up, that helps him move up in society.
Was pretty good. It was a good montage, I thought.
Yeah, and then it ends with Roz being killed.
Well, no, how do you feel? Like, when he said, like, when he was talking, you knew, like, my customer, he didn't say specifically who it was, but you find out that it was Joffrey. And, like, did you go right to Joffrey was the original, like, when you said it?
No. I didn't. I knew that he
knew it. You knew it.
Yeah,
was
I knew
Roz.
he found out Roz was the informant for Varys, but I had no idea it was going to end with that he sold her to Joffrey to just murder.
Now I want to know. Like I paused it during that scene. Did you see the amount of arrows that did not hit her?
No,
there is a large amount.
I wonder if he was just like sitting around, like hit her once and then just enjoying it.
We'll see, like there's like, you know, she's got one in her arm, which clearly she wouldn't die from, and then there's like one in her leg.
So he had fun.
Well, depending on what order they went through, because there is an arrow through her head and one in her chest.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
And then there's like, looks like pretty sure there's one in the poos.
Ew.
It looks like. You know, it's tough.
That was very brutal though.
Cleverly filmed
for a brutal show. That was brutal.
So I saw Jon Snow and what's her name?
Ygritte.
Get it on.
Yeah, how about that? Little what's that called? The Lord's kiss. She calls it or something when he goes to town.
Are you
down
happy?
There?
The Lord's kiss.
Yeah.
I get skeeved out by that.
What?
Because like they had no showers back then. They were fucking filthy.
Just gross. But they're in baths in there, man. They got the steam bath going on.
It doesn't
down
matter. They're so fucking skanky before.
Yeah.
Just because of the no showers thing and like.
Yeah.
I get grossed out by that. That actually takes me out every time like they show a naked girl and she's like perfectly clean and like that would never be happening.
Oh, I guess. That's usually I'm not getting into. I don't want to talk about people how they look naked.
No, I'm not saying that like if they're like I like the big boobs on this one. I'm just saying
that they're like. I thought we were talking about hair.
Well, no, not hair. Like for the most part, they do show them slightly hairy down there, but other like they show like their stomach or like their shoulders, and it's like fucking perfectly silky clean, and like that. I'm like, no, that won't happen because
there's rich people there taking baths.
It doesn't matter, man.
It's a fictional world, man.
Right.
Everyone baths are very
TP everywhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
I gotta get that before Shelby does.
Yeah. All right. Well, also I did like he's messing with that. I'm gonna vamp for time. I do think this show is really awesome in setting up things that are gonna pay off later. Like there's a lot of setup in here that I'm really enjoying.
What setup are you enjoying?
Just the wedding with the Freys and stuff.
So what do you think about
Edmure and stuff? It's cool.
The what one? What?
Edmure Tully. Catelyn's brother. where he's like, I did mess up, Uncle, but you're gonna have to marry this lady. And then Edmund's like, come on, can we at least see the woman it is first? I should have a pick.
Yeah.
Don't send me off to this lady. I don't know what she looks like.
You like that?
Yeah,
it was
like
funny.
all that stuff.
It was a little so what do you think about Tyrion now has to marry Sansa, and Cersei has to marry, what was the other guy's name?
Loras. Yeah, actually, it's not. Loras is actually a member of the Kingsguard in the book at this point, so Cersei's actually not going to have to marry Loras.
Fucking spoiler, man.
Yeah.
Right? Whoa.
Yeah, no, it's different people. They're just changing up characters, which I think is better for the show. They make it less complicated.
Wait, what do you mean? What did you just say?
Cersei is not. Loras is part of the Kingsguard already in it. So,
but you're saying that he's going to become part of the Kingsguard in the show?
No, I don't know if they're going to do that. Yeah. But I'm just saying he's part of the Kingsguard already, and Cersei will have to marry someone else in the books.
Yeah.
But they've changed it. So they've made it, instead of introducing another character, they just made it Loras, which I think works out better. It's less complicated.
Yeah.
For a television show, it's better.
I think Game of Thrones does not need any more characters.
Well, there's more characters coming.
I'm sure there is, but they don't need it.
Don't worry, they kill people too, though.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love pillaging.
Yeah, like Roz. They don't have to pay Roz anymore, so another character bites the dust.
Yeah, but she wasn't really that big of a plot line anyways.
No, but she was sort of reoccurring. I don't know.
Sort of. So I guess I don't know. I forget what I was gonna say there.
Okay.
What do you think about the scene when Arya is like, "Can you put a man's head back on?"
Oh yeah, because they're talking
was
about
that 2 episodes ago. See, I'm gonna get the two confused because I watched them both today. So.
Yeah, well, we didn't talk about it on the podcast either, so that's okay. No, that was.
I think that was
last episode when they were talking about. We met what's his face, Beric Dondarrion, and we realized that he could come back from the dead.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and they explained it well too.
That was a very gruesome scene when his shoulder like gets cut.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of fucking blood spurting everywhere.
Yeah,
very gruesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did explain it well.
Yeah, especially for there's not a lot of actual magic shown in the show, but when they show it, I think they do a pretty good job of explaining it. Right? It doesn't pop out of you as being like, "Whoa, where's this coming from?" Right?
Nah, I felt fine with him coming back to life.
Yeah, and also the sword on fire. Before, right? Did you like that? I thought that looked awesome.
Yeah, it looked cool. It was cool. The thing, because I'm different than you. Like when he lit it up and he's fighting the battle. What I'm thinking in my head is, how are they keeping the flame on it?
Like
actually, yeah.
Like special effects. How does this work?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Especially when they're swinging it.
Yes, yes.
Like you feel like if it's coated in something and then it's on fire,
it would either fly off or not stay lit for that long. And then I'm like, well, they could be pumping gas through it from like he's carrying a bottle somewhere on him. And I was just
so all this is going through your mind.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're me.
Yeah. How does this mechanical stuff work?
Yeah.
Is this CGI? I don't think it's CGI. It looks real.
I mean, you can definitely tell CGI fire.
Can you?
Sometimes.
I don't really pay that much attention, really.
Sometimes you can.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they explain. It didn't bother me at all, that scene there. So, what do you think about the Red Lady
taking Gendry?
Yeah. What's up? What's going on there?
Well, King's blood is worth stuff.
So she's saying he's a king?
He's Robert's bastard.
Oh.
So he's of King's blood. So I don't know what she's gonna do with him because this is all new stuff. So I don't know where that's going. I mean,
so that's not in the books at all?
No. I was actually talking to Nick about this. It's like, so did Melisandre ever meet Gendry? And he's like, no. And I was like, I don't know. Is he another guy? Is he dead yet? I don't know. I can remember what happened to Gendry later on in the books because you think there's a lot of characters now. There'll be more characters. So and even in the book, there's a lot more characters. It's just like small named guys that show up. So there's a lot to keep track of. So. But I think it's interesting that they ended up selling him for gold too, and he's like talking about the Brotherhood and stuff, and you thought he was going to be like a part of it, and then like this show really it brings characters to spots where like, oh yeah, they can all be happy here together, and then it just rips it out from them repeatedly. So it's sad. It's sad that had to happen.
It is. So we see Jamie get dropped off to who's that guy? Bolton.
I forget his first name.
Who is he like in the story?
He's a bannerman to the Starks.
So he's with the Starks.
Yeah, he's still under Stark protection, but so Bolton finds out that the his hand's gone and stuff, so he doesn't want to get the wrath of Tywin Lannister, so he ends up, passing him along to Tywin and hoping that, because I think a lot of people are leaving the Starks because it's not looking good for the Starks right now. They've lost the Car Starks. They all left. They're trying to get the Freys. We'll see if they get the Freys. Do you think he was
right by beheading that guy?
It was the honorable thing to do. It was the right thing to do in terms of the law, but it was probably a bad tactical.
Well, see, I mean, it was bad tactical, but I feel like if he did not do it, his other men would lose respect of him.
He could have kept him prisoner, though.
But then he's like in the same storyline as his mother.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like men, like, like he said it himself, like, I'm gonna get slapped in the face and then like be gone off into a cell.
Yeah. Car Stark himself was showing how little he thought of Robb at this moment.
Yeah. I mean, he basically thought the same thing that happened to Catelyn was going to happen to him.
Yeah, so what he really should have done is killed Catelyn, is what he should have done.
You think
he was
so?
Smart, yeah. He should have beheaded Catelyn.
I mean, he's definitely signing his own death warrant then.
What, for killing his mom?
Yeah.
His mom let the Kingslayer go. Kill his mom. Screw his mom.
You don't like her anyways.
I don't. God, it's her fault we're going to war right now.
So he claims
like all of Ned's dudes around him were killed because of Tyrion getting captured. Like when Jaime killed all the guys around what's his name? Sean Bean's character, Ned. Yeah. Like in the first season, like all that happened because what's her face? The woman, his wife. Catelyn, because Catelyn took Tyrion. Yeah. Like all that. It's all Catelyn's fault. It's all so I'm like, get rid of Catelyn.
It was weird during the flashback, like previously, like on Game of Thrones, they showed Ned in it.
Yeah.
It feels weird when he gets shown in it.
Yeah. Well, they brought up Sir Barristan in this season when we didn't see him at all in the second season. So they always bring back. Like, that's the thing I like about this series is that it, like, all this history builds on it. It keeps building on the history of the book and the history way back. Like, it all builds together. So
they kind of, in the TV show, they made Shay more of a character than she is in the book.
Yes, I would say. I like what they're doing. I don't like her particularly as a character, but I think what they're doing will make more sense, maybe.
And so you see at the end, you see like Cersei crying, and you see her. I don't think she looked as upset as what she should be after hearing the news that she heard.
What, that she has to marry Loras?
Tyrion. So, I'm talking about that.
Who are you talking about? Cersei? Who are you talking about?
No.
Sansa.
Sansa. I said Cersei. I meant Sansa.
Well, because Sansa, if you're like what Littlefinger was talking to her about boats and maybe taking her away. So now she's she finds out she's.
Well, she wasn't crying because the boat was sailing away. Well,
no, she's crying because she's not going to get to marry Loras. So now she's gonna most likely run away with what's his face, right?
You feel that way?
Yeah, like that's what that boat symbolizes to me. It's like, I don't want to marry Tyrion.
Really?
He's a gross guy. I'm looking at this boat. This boat is going to take me away.
That boat symbolized to me her opportunity of running away is sailing away.
Yes, sailing away with Peter Baelish.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
I feel like that scene of it going away, like she missed her opportunity of getting on that boat.
So now she's stuck with Tyrion?
That's what I feel like, yes.
Okay. We'll see. Yeah.
All right.
It could happen.
So you brought up Theon.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Why are we torturing him for, like, really it's not really adding anything to the plot because
it's to remind you of where Tyrion is, I think, and also to put you in Tyrion's mindset.
Tyrion?
I mean, not Tyrion, Theon. Yeah, everybody's got the same sounding name: Eon, Sansa's, God. But so Theon, like, he's putting you in the thought process of Theon. Theon has no idea what's going on, and Theon's getting punished for what he did. So the fact that it's supposed to, like, put you in his mindset and also make up for the bad things Theon did. Like,
but I feel like, you know, they've nailed that head.
Yeah, they probably should have started, I think, later on in the episodes, maybe. But they've got a lot to show, so maybe they couldn't fit it in the later episodes, because this stuff will all eventually lead to a really great storyline for Theon if you keep watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't tell you what it is yet. You've still got to be in Theon's mindset and confused and stuff. Because if you knew who this guy was, I don't think you'd feel the same for Theon, what he's going through.
So when he said who he thought he was actually lying.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that part was true.
Like, I like that part, because even I was like, wait, I thought they were actually changing it for the book. So I'm like, oh, are they making it a different guy? Oh, you never asked if I was a liar. And then he just starts torturing him again.
What did you think of that? So like, they show him like cut like his finger into like a flap.
Yeah.
And then they show him like just ripping the flesh off.
Yeah.
That sounds so bad. Because like, I don't know if you've ever like got like skin and you like ripped it off. It hurts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm freaked out.
If you look up
enjoying this.
if you look up what he's doing and then look at some of the house sigils, you can find out who this guy is.
Oh really?
Yeah. Just think about it. But so you could look it up, but hopefully you'll find out by the end of the season. I think you at least need to find out by the end of the season who this guy is and what is going on.
So I mean, there's not many more episodes, right?
Yeah, what are we on?
I think there's only 4, maybe.
Yeah, so we're getting close to the end though.
Yeah, there's only 4.
But yep. So I can't wait to see what you think about by the end of this season.
Yeah,
like, I'm excited. Like, just knowing what's gonna happen makes me more excited, and then also seeing your reaction to what happens makes me even more excited too.
So,
because just when we get to this point and we can finally talk about it, it's gonna be so great.
All right. So you see the Kingslayer really show some heart towards
Brienne. Yeah. I like Jaime's really interesting now.
Yes.
I think. Well, Jaime's always interesting, even when he was like
showing a lot of depth now.
Yeah. Before he just seemed like an arrogant douche, and it was enjoyable watching him be that way, but now we're seeing there's depth to him.
Yeah.
Which is really
interesting. He really cares about her.
Well, he sort of honor bound to her. Well, he's definitely grown to like her more. Yeah. And also he's not beyond honor. Like, I love the scene where in the bathtub where he's talking about why he killed the Mad King and like what the Mad King was planning.
Because he killed him because Tywin told him to, basically, right?
No, he killed him because the Mad King put dragon fire, like that stuff that was on the Blackwater, that blue flame. Yeah. He hid it under the ground all over King's Landing, and when they were about to be destroyed, he was saying, let's burn them all. So he's basically going to kill everybody in King's Landing, mass, like, just murder. And so Jaime killed him to save all those people. But like, when he killed him, that's when Ned walked in, and he didn't want to explain himself to a proud and honorable Ned, so he's just like, fine, call me the Kingslayer.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I like that aspect of him.
You do.
Like the fact that that when he is honorable, he's honorable for himself, not for anyone else, not as projecting anything. Mm-hmm. Like he doesn't care what people think about him, which is really
very
interesting.
Much like Brienne there.
Yeah, true.
It's very, very similar.
Well, Brienne sort of wants to appear stronger than she is. Like she's
I don't
definitely
think she wants to appear. She's strong.
She is a very strong character, but because of that, she can't be as open as she wants to be, I would think. Mm-hmm. Like, she's had to harden herself more than what she would normally be. Mm-hmm. But she's still not just some useless woman too. So she's a strong character, but she's also pretending to be stronger than she is. She's projecting a little more.
I liked when he was at when he first gets there. He has like the infection.
Oh yeah.
Just like the way they made him look and stuff I thought was very good.
Yeah. Oh, he just looks so just beat up and just and then the rot on the arm was just so gross too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting characters too.
It goes back again, like when he's in the bathtub scene, like it just makes you think like he's just holding like a fake nub up above the water.
Have you been listening to a podcast?
No, why?
Talking about this? Oh, they were talking about the same thing. It's they're like he's just making a fist. You can tell that his arm is longer than it should be if they cut things off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying the same thing.
Oh, no,
and the bad thing is he's keeping it above the water too, so it's like right in your face. It's like this arm is too long. I did notice that.
See, I didn't notice his arm being too long because you can't see the rest of his arm underneath the water.
Yeah, but it looked like it was
really. I had nothing when he's in the water. I had nothing wrong with it, but like
when he's just like walking and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes then you can tell, but like when he's in the water, I'm just thinking like. Because, like, I know his hand's really there.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, well, how would they do this? He's just probably holding a fake nub.
They could CGI it.
But why waste the money CGIing it when you can hold a prosthetic, which costs nothing?
Yeah, that's true. Don't waste the budget on CGIing hands out.
So they hit on Danny a little bit.
Did they?
Yeah, they showed him...
Oh yeah, they had that great scene where it was one of the guys was like, "My name was Grey Worm, but I'm not going to change my name because that was the day I met you," which was it was a touching scene.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah. It was like you could just see the army sort of building, like how loyal they are to her at this point. Like she by setting them free, she bought more loyalty out of them than simply just paying for them.
Right. The guy that rides with her, I forget her name. The conversation between those two guys, like
it's Barristan and Jorah Mormont.
Yeah.
What
was what happened there? Because
well, basically, Barristan was saying like you're not thought of well in the Seven Kingdoms right now, so you might ruin her chances of gathering an army. And Jorah's like, hey, what are you talking about? I've been with her this whole time. Yeah. So he's kind of like, shut up, Barristan.
That was it. That was really
basically that. And I'm dying.
He's dying.
Yeah. That's basically what that conversation was about.
It wasn't that good of a conversation.
No, it wasn't. It was long and meandering. They were talking about the old days too.
Yeah, because I was confused and I think I was distracted at that point.
There's a lot of like just exposition world building going on at the beginning, but the basic point of that was like there was basically them like jockeying for position in advisors.
It was a pissing contest.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know, I'm good. You got anything else?
I'm excited for the season.
You are. I saw a preview for Newsroom.
Oh, like actual footage?
It was a little bit of footage and a little bit.
I've only seen the preview where it's just like you hear people talking and it's like an empty news set, and then it pops up as
it was more in depth than that.
Oh,
they're talking about they actually kind of did like a quick bullet on every character, like what's going to happen in the upcoming season.
Oh, I wonder if that's on demand right now.
That scene?
The clip you're talking about.
I don't know, maybe, but it was interesting. I can probably pull it up on my HBO Go. They have a lot of shit like that, and it was interesting because they revealed, I feel like, a lot of information.
Oh, what's gonna
happen? Oh. Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to watch it.
I don't know. Like they revealed like a lot. Like I caught it like towards the end of it because like. When TiVo started recording HBO, it just like, because we can actually watch it on TiVo.
Yeah.
It's like it started in mid of this preview thing.
All right.
So like I missed some of the beginning of it.
It wasn't like a recap though either. It was a bit.
No, because it told you like I can't think of her name. The one that's married to that's married to the producer guy there.
Well, not married. They're living together.
All right, her. What's her name?
Oh, aren't they engaged?
I think they're engaged. What's her name?
I forget. I know the actress's name, but
should I look it up? Her, and like saying like she's gonna continue to have a demise throughout the entire season and go downhill and shit. Like I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. That's a lot of information there. Yeah.
Right. I'll play the preview for you. We'll talk about it next.
I'm excited to get back to that show too.
I am excited. They actually they show what happens to how her and that producer guy that Maggie brings in.
Oh, Maggie. That's
not Maggie. I wasn't talking Maggie.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about Emily Mortimer's character.
Yeah.
Now I can't remember her name. I would have known her name too. So she's gonna go through rough patch and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's already going. She's been.
No.
You don't think so?
Not terrible.
It's awful. It's just awful.
What's her name?
It is Maggie. What's the other girl's name? The one that
Maggie's the blonde girl.
Who's the one that Will likes? Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie McHale. Mackenzie McHale.
Yeah.
See, I can remember the last
Jim
name.
Harper. They say what he's gonna do in this entire next season.
Oh, really?
You want to know?
No, not really. I want to be surprised.
You want to watch this preview?
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm gonna tell you what Jim Harper's doing.
All right, fine. What's Jim Harper doing?
He leaves the studio because of Maggie, basically.
What?
They say, right? And he's gonna follow the Rob Me campaign.
I like this. I like this. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it. I like it a lot. They talk about Dawn, and it was a very spoiler heavy preview.
Yeah. All right. I don't want to hear no more. I'm not watching this. God, the show's like a month away.
All right. So you can check out more on youtube.com/Attic Podcast.
And you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Attic Podcast.
You can rate and review us on iTunes.
You can follow us on Twitter at Attic Podcast. You can email us also. at atticpodcast@yahoo.com.
That's it.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.